Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll show you how I made this super cute and fun dinosaur themed kids tumbler. I really hope that you enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any new videos. Okay, let's go. We're going to be using a 17-ounce Kids Sport Plus bottle from Craft Haven. These come in both blue and pink, and we're going to use the blue today. So to get my turner rod in here, I'm using the smallest little foam insert that I have, and I honestly just kind of like shoved it in there. Made sure that the bottom of my rod was touching the bottom of the cup, and then I tried to keep the foam kind of sticking out a little bit so that I could get it out easily once I'm finished. I'm going to take some blue painter's tape and tape off the seams of the threads where the lid is going to go to make sure we don't get any epoxy on there. And then I'm also going to take some blue painter's tape down at the bottom of the cup where we're going to put the blue rubber bottom down there once we're all finished with everything. So my cup is all taped up now and we are ready to get into the design. So I'm going to use 3 different vinyl sheets. I've got this green dinosaur one that I got from Gracefully Created, and then the other 2 are from Banff Custom Creations. We're going to start with this green dinosaur one, and that's going to go in the middle. We're going to do a kind of like 3-stripe design here. I'm not measuring, I'm just basically going to tape off this middle section where the edges are straight. So once the cup starts to curve, that's where I'm going to put my line of tape. All 3 sections ended up being kind of the same size, so it worked out. I'm not paying any attention to the size of each stripe, if that makes sense. So I put those 2 pieces of painter's tape down, and now I'm going to trim off just a little strip of this vinyl and apply that to that middle section. So then I'm going to cut off any excess, and then I'm also going to trim off, using those lines of tape as my guide, I'm going to trim off any excess vinyl from the top and bottom as well, and then I'll remove all of that tape and excess vinyl from the top and the bottom. Alright, so here we go with our green stripe down the middle. I'm going to take some more blue painter's tape and I'm going to tape off that vinyl section that we just placed down to protect it from any of the tape and glue and stuff we're going to use in our next steps. I'm using, I think this is 1.5 inches thick, so it's the thicker painter's tape, so it just took 2 pieces to cover that vinyl completely. For this top section, I'm going to use Royal Blue Pop of Color paint as my base. I ended up doing 2 coats of this paint. Typically with Pop of Color, I need at least 2 to 3 coats. So I put the first coat on and I'm letting that dry and then going to move down to the bottom section. Now I'm not going to base paint this bottom section, we're just going to foil it. So I'm using Tack It here, and I've got some silver holographic foil that I got from Artistic Painting Studio. So once I've got the Tack It on the cup, I'm going to use my heat gun to dry it up as much as I can just to get that tackiness. And then I'm going to lay down the foil vertically, as you can see here, and I'm just going to cover as much of this bottom with this holographic foil as I can. I kind of want a little bit of a distressed kind of look. This is a curved surface, so it's not going to lie perfectly flat on there anyway, but I'm kind of letting the foil crinkle and have a little bit of, you know, kind of bald spots in there and just making it look a little bit rustic. So this is what I've got here once it's all covered. And then I'm going to go back up to the top of my cup and add some more Pop of Color paint for my second coat, and then a little bit of the Crystal Glitter Glue as well. And I'm going to mix those together and add a pretty thick coat to this top portion. We are going to glitter up here as a base for that vinyl that we're going to use later. So I'm using Eventide from PDB, and I'm going to just cover that top section with this glitter. I ended up doing 2 coats of glitter. I really wanted to make sure that I had really solid, nice coverage. So right after glittering, I removed that tape in the middle. I waited 2 hours, and then, like I said, I went in with a second coat for my glitter. You probably don't have to use 2 coats of glitter, especially because it's darker and we're going to layer something else on top of it. I just wanted to make sure that I had really good coverage, like I said. So here, going in with my second glitter coat. Once that dried, I did seal it with another coat of the glitter glue, and now I'm going to go in with my first coat of epoxy. I'm using Fast Set epoxy from Artistry Epoxy, and I'm going to start from the bottom of the cup and just work my way up. That glitter up top shouldn't move because it's sealed, but I always like to be safe just in case. So I did 2 coats of epoxy on the cup, and now we're ready to move on to our next layer of vinyl. So this vinyl, like I said, is from BAMF Custom Creations. It's just a clear background with some white little dots on it. So I'm going to cut little pieces of this dot pattern and place it piece by piece. I'm trimming off any spots that have like a half cut off circle or, you know, anything that's not a whole dot. And I'm going to first tape off this bottom edge so that I can trim off anything that kind of goes over that border. And I'm just going to lay these down piece by piece, like I said, until I've got this entire silver area at the bottom covered in these little polka dots. Once I had all my dots placed, I trimmed off any excess and then got rid of that painter's tape, and I'm just going to shift it up. I'm using the same piece of tape. I'm going to put it up on that top border now because we're going to place our second little section of vinyl. This is also semi-transparent vinyl from BAMF Custom Creations, so it has a clear background, but you'll be able to see all of these leaves on this dark background. So I'm going to cut this up into tiny little pieces that I can easily place on this curved surface up at the top of the cup. And I'm going to layer these kind of in all different directions. Just make sure I can get as many of them on the cup as I can without having, you know, them crinkling or anything up over that curve. So I'm going to just cut different little sections, as you can see here. I'm kind of trimming them as I go, little pieces, making sure that they lie flat on that curved surface. But yeah, I'm just going to continue to cut these out and place them all over this top section. Once I had all my leaves placed, I went into my next coat of epoxy. This is a pretty thin coat. I really just want to seal all of this vinyl in, so I may be taking between 10 and 15 milliliters. Again, I'm using the fast setting epoxy from Artistry Epoxy, and once that's on, our cup should be smooth enough and ready to be sanded. If you want to do 2 coats before sanding, you absolutely can. I focused a lot of my sanding up on that top rim where the lid's going to go. And once I was done with the sanding, I moved into adding my vinyl striping. So I'm using this royal blue, or kind of, yeah, I guess it's like a royal blue vinyl from Oracal 651. And I cut these at 11.5 inches long by 0.2 inches wide. And I'm going to place these in between each of our stripes, being very careful to get these as straight as possible. And I'm going to do that on both the top and the bottom. And once those are on, I'm going to layer right on top of those with another set of stripes. For this, I'm using this really pretty fluorescent, pearlescent green vinyl from Tech Wrap Craft. I cut these at 0.1 inches high, so they're half the size of the blue ones underneath. Once I had those on, I was ready to move into my final coats of epoxy. I'm taking some electrical tape again and putting that up on the threading of the lid area to make sure we don't get any epoxy up there, and I'm going to tape off the bottom of the cup as well. So now we'll go into our final coats. I did 2 final coats over the vinyl striping. Each one was maybe between 10 and 15 milliliters. Again, really, really thin coats. So once my final coats were cured, I was ready to get this bottom piece onto our cup. Now, trying this without using the heat gun was so difficult because it's meant to stay on there and be really sturdy. So using the heat gun will allow you to kind of warm up that plastic a little bit and get it to mold onto the bottom of the cup. So I heated up the bottom plastic piece a little bit, and then I just kind of like shoved my cup onto there, and it worked out fine. So I would recommend using the heat gun to get this blue bottom piece onto your cup. So once all of my pieces were attached, my cup is all finished. So here is the final result. I really like how this turned out. It was so fun to put together a cup for a kid using a few different elements and a few different techniques. I really enjoyed making this one, and I hope that you enjoyed watching the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below as well. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments, and I will see you in my next one. Okay, love you. Bye.